In this video, we're going to look at graphing linear equations in slope-intercept form. So previously what I would have done is asked you to graph this equation y equal 3x minus 1 by building a table of values. And by table of values, let me just remind you what that looks like, where you would decide on some x's like 0 and 1. And you'd plug those x's into that equation so you could calculate the values for y so that you could get an ordered pair x and y that then you could graph. And if I do this quickly, 3 times 0 minus 1, that would be negative 1. So I'd have an ordered pair 0, negative 1. And 3 times 1 minus 1 would be 3 minus 1 is 2, so I'd have the ordered pair 1, 2. And if I graph them, I have 0, negative 1, and I have 1, 2. And I'm not going to draw a line because I'm going to now show you a shortcut to doing all of this work just by using the values that we know are represented here in the equation. So in the last video we talked about the slope-intercept form, and the slope-intercept form is y equal mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, and it needs to be addition. So I'm going to identify my parts here and then use those parts to go right over to the graph. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this to a negative 1. So my y-intercept is negative 1. And my slope is right here. My slope is actually positive, and it is a 3 over 1. So now what does that mean for graphing? Well, I start here with my y-intercept. That's my starting point all the time. So I start at negative 1. So I'm going to come over to my graph, and I'm going to put a dot on the negative 1. And then I'm going to use my slope to go up 3 and over 1. So there's no run written here, but I know my slope. If I turn 3 into a fraction, I just put it over 1. So I'm going to rise 3. Let's do it in a different color. I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run 1. And because this is positive slope, I know that my line is going to be rising from left to right. So I should see something going this way. Let's do another one. Well, let's put a point there. And now I'm going to rise another 1, 2, 3, and run 1. And let's put another point right there. And I'm going to connect my dots. And there is my equation of the line. Now notice at the 2 points, 0, negative 1, and 1, 2, those are the same points that I got by doing out this table. The benefit to just using the equation for slope-intercept form is that it saves us a lot of work. It saves us all of this work. The only thing we need to be careful of is making sure that we have a positive or a negative slope, as it says. All right, let's look at another example. In this one, we have y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 4. And the first thing I'm going to do is identify my y-intercept, which is 4, my y-intercept. And my slope is negative 1/2. So already I should know, because my slope is negative, that my line is going to be falling from left to right. So we always start with our y-intercept. I'm going to plot 4 on my y-axis because that's what the intercept means. So at 0, 4, I'm going to plot my y-intercept. And now I have a slope of -1/2. So I'm going to rise 1 and run 2, or I'm going to fall 1 and run 2. And in this case, I'm going to fall. So I'm going to go to my Y-intercept at 4, and I'm going to go down 1, and I'm going to run 2 because I know this is going to go in the negative direction for a slope. And I'm going to fall 1 and run 2. Now I could also rise 1, I have enough room. If I rise 1 and run 2, I could put a point there as well. And now I can just connect my dots and make a line, and look, I'm all done. All right, last example. We have y is equal to 2/5 x plus 6. 6 is my y-intercept, and 2/5 is my slope, and it's positive. So because it's positive, I should see my slope rising as I move from left to right. So I start always graphing in slope-intercept form with my y-intercept. So I'm going to put a point at +6, which is all the way at the top of the graph. So that means I'm going to have to fall with my slope. So my slope is fall 2, run 5. So I'm going to come down 1, 2, and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I really can't do much more than that. Sometimes that happens. I can only put 2 points on this graph, and it's positive slope.